Welcome back to another episode of Garage Therapy. Today we are taking a step back from this. We're not doing this anymore. I've got a torque converter that's no good in here. The fins are all jacked up, so I need to get a new converter before I can put this in there. It did cause quite a little stir on Facebook because I clear coated these. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't even know if I like it yet or not, but whatever. We're not fucking with that. This is today's project. This has the 8 1/4 rear end in it. It has been exploded. It bloated up. And I've got a 9 1/4 just about ready to go in. So today we are just pulling this out and see where we get with that. It's been a while since I've had this. Hence the dust. Let's get to it. This is not going well already. First fucking nut stuck in the socket. Like, for real? Come on. Wheels are off. Plan with this is to just take the brake assembly off and let it hang right here, because all this is interchangeable with the 9 1/4. So that's what I'm going to do. Next, we are pulling this pan off so we can get the C-clips out. This is a 1/2 or 9/16. All right. After the time it's been sitting here for the last few minutes. And those are going to get with a ratchet. Come on. Ta-da. Now we're taking this bolt out. That's got the retaining pin in there. Well, that's that. Rear end is out. Kind of a pain in the ass because initially I wanted to leave the brake assemblies just hanging there with the e-brake cable and everything, because this is all interchangeable with the 9 1/4. It has the same flange on the end there, but this kingpin is not coming out. Some of the weld on the rear end, the scatter, whatever, maybe when it blew up, that pin is a pain in the ass to get out. And now because I can't get that pin out, I can't get the C-clips out. If I can't get the C-clips out, you can't get the axles out. If I can't get the axles out, I can't get the brakes off. Whew. Okay. I then left the brake line that goes between the two sides just hanging up in there. I didn't need to take it off. That's just going to go right back on the 9 1/4. Look what we got. What are you doing? Anyway. All right, so let's fix that. Rear end out. The other one should be here in a few days. Just wanted to get this one out and ready to go. Maybe I'll start taking that rear end out because I need to do axle flip on that one now. So I got lots of shit to do here. Be right back. Quick side-by-side comparison of the 10-inch and the 11-inch drums. I didn't want to fuck around with these, and now I got to rebuild these. Maybe get new shoes, and I just wanted to leave those on because those will bolt right onto the 9 1/4. But now it looks like I'll be using these because I can't even get the axles out of that one. So here we go. Okay, so axles out of the charger. We're gonna shift gears here. All right, so we're back, and it's been I don't know how many days. In the midst of pulling this out, I found out some shit I screwed up with this, so I've got to now fix that. Need to finish the front end on this, but the good news is this is going to be done. Come over here. Let's go this way. Right here. It's done. This is my 9 1/4. It's got an Eaton Truetrac. It's all done, rebuilt, new bearings. What I do have to do now is take this washer and stick it in here, give that a couple welds, a little tacks, center my hole. Now that is like a 1/16 inch. This inner diameter is a 1/16 or so bigger than these. So now I need to put this one in there and then possibly weld this one on top. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do it that way or not. I might just come in here through the bottom and stick a couple tacks on there. So that'll be pushed up against, and then I will sit this. Let's see if I can do this one hand. Houdini shit right here. So that way, let me set you down. So this way, it'll sit like this. Either way, I need to fill that hole. So now the main question is, what do I do first? This, and get the axle done, put it back in the charger, and then that's done, said and done, I just said 1,000 times. Or I've got the front end of this. I've got lower control arms. I'm dumping the front end. I'm going to dump the whole truck on its nuts. But do I finish lowering the front of this, then get to the axle? Or I need to take the cam out of it. I don't even have to take the cam all the way out, but I goofed up on this and I set this retarded 3 degrees instead of 0. So I've got to fix that. So which one do I do first? So I decided to go with the axle back on the charger first before the other stuff. So here's where we're at. Nope, we'll deny that. So these have these giant location holes. I've got my washer sitting in there. And then a smaller washer, the smaller diameter, the same as these, to locate the center of the pin. So it basically looks like this. Stacked a couple washers, center the hole. And now what we have with my magnificent welding is something that looks, woo, probably shouldn't have showed you guys that. So here's the washers stacked, centered. This you guys aren't going to see, but I'll still clean it up. This is the side you guys are going to see. And it's going to sit right in there. That's why I made my little mark so that I could remember. And voila. So now I'm going to tack this in. Well, yeah, going to put this in here with the metal hot weldy thing. Well, here's where we're at. We did the first one. I wanted to see if I could kind of do the first one before I look too dumb, but I will have to use my Dremel and just clean up this right here a little bit. But I did test fit it on the little pin that sticks up, and it went perfectly. So there it is. Let's do the other side. Now I'm going to clean. Don't touch that. I'm going to clean this off. I know that's not the best, but that's my best. The trick with this side, though, was this part of the axle flange was like bent down slightly. Let's see if I can. So I had to, you can almost see. So I filled it in best I could with a bit of extra weld. I think this is going to work. Nobody's ever going to know. From the inside, you never know. Now that's all that's left. That's all it left. I need to wrestle it from here over there, get this other one out of the way. I'm going to throw it up onto the springs, get it in place. Then I've got the drums from this one that I am putting on this. I did get the pin out. It would just took some idiot strength and I got it. I'm not putting the 11-inch on. Those need to be completely rebuilt. I don't want to do that. This is about budget. So these 10-inch over here, you can see the pin. I wish I could zoom in and out with this. The pin is out. The axles are coming out. So the rear end is going to go in. And then I'll put these drums onto it. And then the axles will go on. We'll be doing burnouts tomorrow. So back over here under the charger. We're getting ready to throw this in now. This is exciting. I'm excited. We're going to get these. There's the old one. Axles have got to be slid in. And then I've got my little puck, my keeper, my ring, my snap ring. All this is going to go right there in the middle of that. And then we'll be doing burnouts. So let me slide these axles in and do that real quick. Maybe I can set you guys up and you can hang out. But first, I'm going to change my shirt because I'm working with all this ancient dead dinosaurs. So let me change that real quick. And just like that, into my work shirt. All right, let's get these axles slid in there. Hoy. Easy does it. Come on. Oh. Come on. There we go. There we go. We got one in there. Now, the other axle. I'm just walking in circles. It's up here. I'll show you both of the C-clips at the same time. One more axle in. Now we're getting really excited. All the way in. I'll grab you guys. All right. Then we're going to take our C-clips, and you can see in there where they're going. Kind of wish I had a magnet, but there's one. Passenger side. Voila. But I need to put the backing plates on first. Stupid ass. All right, I lied. Like I just showed you, I gotta pull the axles back out because I do shit like this all the time. Take that one out and try not to bung up the bearings, the seals. And this one will come out. Same thing. And now, without being stupid, we're gonna put the backing plates on. Make sure it goes up the right way. And just like that, the 10-inch brakes from the smaller 8 1/4 are bolted onto the bigger, heavier axle, the 9 1/4. Why? Because I'm trying to save a buck. And I don't know if you guys know the price of a new set of the 11-inch drums and hubs or shoes. Sorry, not a hub. Are expensive. If I'm just getting shoes, not so bad. I can go to O'Reilly. They'll hook me up. Well, not hook me up, but I can get them from there. All right. Where's my handy dandy electronic wrench? A couple of big chuggas or whatever they're called. Chuggas. Alright, now the compressor's shut up. I can put the axles back in. Again. Let's try it again without doing anything stupid. We'll see how that goes. We shall see. There we go. Come on. Voila. Don't turn yet. Sounded kind of rough. Roughie, get off of here. Wasps and stuff. Alright. Driver side. Easy does it. Voila. Now, let's turn. Axles in. Axle in. C-clips going in. Passenger check. And driver side. Check. All right. Now, remove my handy dandy box. Go get my super handy dandy puck. This bad boy. it will slide in. Nice and easy-ish. So that stops the axles. I'll just take it over there. So the puck, as you can see, goes right between the two axles. And then I'm going to drop this in there. I don't know what the hell it's called, but that goes in there. And then I need my snap ring pliers. Then with these handy dandy chickamadilios, you can get your clip in there, just as I have. Woo! Likes to give it the old finger playing. Oh, she's gonna be a bad girl. 390s. That's what we're doing, 390s. So I don't have a gasket. This is why I'm using the black RTV. Using the black RTV. Gonna give it, put like an 1/8 inch. This shit's about to come out. Give it an 1/8 inch jism around the edge. Give it, I'm in the sun, so this will take 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes to tack up and get sticky, and then we'll slam it on there. Make sure both of the surfaces like this are spot clean. Use an entire can of brake clean if need be, but get that shit clean if you're not using a gasket. Let's keep going. Also, quick tip, if there's silicone, you can, if you literally spit on it a little bit and use some of your saliva, it won't dry up going all the way down the tube. You'll be able to still use it. All right, it's been 10 minutes-ish or so. And now I've got a nice sticky, outer crusty bit of silicone. We will stick this on there. Line up best I can. Without moving it too much. Just get a couple in there started. Come on. There we go. Come on, get in there, you son of a biscuit eating banana breath. Come on. Just getting the main surfaces to mate. Not that mate, not that much. I'm not trying to torque it down or nothing yet. Just want the silicone to get stiff enough for this mating procedure. And then we're gonna leave it like that. I'll give it a good handful of hours. And then I'll come out here and torque it properly. And just like that, we have it basically in. I'm just tightening up I probably should put new bushings in there. Those are blown out. But I'm too impatient. I just want to get this in here, see how it does. Yeah, that's no good. So I'm just wasting my time putting this back together right here with both of the back of the leaf springs, but whatever. We're still just going to finish putting it in, and then I'll still replace these. Maybe I'll get new shackles, because I probably should. Also, note to self, I should have painted it before putting it in here, but good thing all this needs paint too. I'm so close to being done with this, I can taste it. I'm pretty excited. I should be driving the Charger here in a little bit. Slow down, let these big ass tractors go by. I've now used my handy dandy torque wrench and torqued all these. I let the silicone sit for a few hours after just kind of mating it, and it almost dries, and then I torque it down. So I've torqued it down to 25 foot-pounds, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to add anything to it. Well, maybe tonight. But at the moment, we're going to get these new U-bolts on and get this thing finished up. So this is the bolt kit I went and got. 13-1111A. I just bought this when I lowered the damn thing not even that long ago. Sorry about my new workbench, since I got to do that, new surprise. So I'm using these exact same ones I just used, but some of them you can see they stretch. I've over torqued them, so new ones are the way to go. So I got this side's back tight and got my lower and blocked. But gee, have you ever smashed your finger so hard it gave you an anxiety attack? Whew, dear Lord, who knows? I was just using a wrench to tighten this and smashed my finger between the bottom of the backing plate and the wrench I got. Who knows? Either way, this is how far I am. I'm going to zap these off so I can torque them down to spec properly. Anywho, let's keep going. And just like that, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I haven't torqued it, but I've gone ahead and tightened this. But I haven't put my lowing block over there yet. It's sitting next to it because I was going to lift it up and slide it in, but I've already tightened this side, so that makes wiggling that side even harder. So now I got to use this jack. Ta-da! Well, here we are again. It's now early evening. I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Got everything done after passing out from smashing my finger. Now, I'm still going to wait until tomorrow. I'm going to give this 24 hours to seal up. I didn't put a gasket. I just put silicone. Brake lines are hooked up. I'm going to have my kids out here to help me bleed those tomorrow. Got to this point and forgot I need to get a different U-joint. The one that's basically stock with the other side is a bit longer. So I got to go check on that. So now I'm stopped on that, but hopefully tomorrow. Well, that's that. Done for the most part. I've got a few little things to tidy up and finish up. The U-bolts, the excess bolt that's hanging down, I need to cut those off. But other than that, good. I need to bleed the brake because I'll have my oldest out here in a little while. He'll give me a hand. It's dusty. Needs a good bath. I'll give it a bath here in a few minutes. Let's go for a test drive. Well, here we go. Road trip. We're going to just take it to the car wash. Because it's filthy. Here we are in the middle of town, right in front of my kid's school. Driving like a peach. So far, so good. Got some M&Ms. Enjoying a little road trip. I'm braking. Haven't heard any loud clunks or issues yet. So we'll just continue on our track and see how that goes. RPMs are definitely up. It's definitely got a little bit more giddy upness. But we got a little higher RPM, little speed up here. I'm probably going 35 right now, maybe 40. Well, that's off, but I'm probably going 50-ish. Feels good. Well, she's all done. She's looking all of her gloriousness, and she feels good. I didn't have any issues. The brakes feel good. A little gravity bleed on them. All in all, I'm excited. It's got a pretty tall, well, not tall. It's got a pretty low gear now. Man, I gotta shave. You know, I control. The neighbors are got a fire over there. Hopefully, they don't burn down all my field of tall grass. But it feels good. Well, that was a success. Took me a little while to get it all in and done. The dog is, my little baby deer over here is eating grass. So anyway, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What kind of gear would you go with? I went with a 390. Probably should have done a 355 or a little bit taller of a gear, but I'm going to enjoy it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun on the drag strip. So comment, subscribe, like. You guys have a good one. I'll see you soon when I'm starting back on the truck.